Hey y'all, welcome back to Trendy DIY 29, back with another video. So I'm in the garden and I'm trying to figure out if there's anything that's ready to be harvested. I plan on making some things soon, maybe some hot sauces, some seasonings. If you have anything you want to see me make sure that you leave it down in the comments below. But as you guys can see, look how beautiful this peppermint plant is growing, and as you can see, it's sending off shoots. And if this would have hit like another pot, it would have seeded in that pot. So I might cut those off and throw them somewhere and see if they grow. We have the chamomile. It's been raining a lot lately, so the chamomile is all beat up. Here goes the baby greens that I planted about what does that say, August 4th. You can see they're starting to get somewhat big, and once they get like about the size of a spinach leaf is when I'm probably going to toss in some more seeds and then start to begin to harvest some of the leaves. The green bean plant that I just said, oh well, I'll just leave it in here because it looks like it's trying to come back, so I just left it in there. Right here, look at this giant spider web. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'm going to have to take his spider web down. And this is what we got. There's some nice amount of greens. The greens are coming in well. One thing I do notice is that my red Russian kale, the leaves are starting to get way bigger in the cooler days than they did in the summer. In the summer, the leaves were somewhat small. So I'm noticing that the leaf growth is crazy. This is the cabbage that's like really jacked up. So I'm just going to cut this off. And I'm just going to peel this back, and I'll just take that off. Or I can just snap it off. Little cabbage. And here goes another cabbage. Just wanted to check it. In the garden, you got to be careful because there'll be some spiders. That's why I always check, because I don't want to just grab a spider. Another little head of cabbage. And I'm probably going to dig, I'm not sure, I might dig these up and put my kale plants in here, the new ones. But if you guys look real close, my box is starting to grow mushrooms, little baby mushrooms. I have no idea what these mushrooms are. And you know, mushrooms can be dangerous, but I just think that that's crazy that it's growing mushrooms. You guys can see me move that rag out the way. But look at that. And then there's a little baby one there. Baby one. You know, mushrooms can be highly poisonous, so I'm not going to try to eat this. I'm not even going to try to figure out, you know, any of, like whether or not what type it is or anything like that. So I have 2 cabbages. I already dug out the cucumber plant because the cucumber plant, it was done. It was done. And this is when spiders start to move in. So I'm probably going to go purchase like a broom just for out here in order to, you know, get the spider webs. But I pulled out the strawberries, a lot of them. You see I have like 3 strawberry roots. I'm going to look into how to harvest the strawberry root. And if it's a possibility that I can harvest these and replant them next year, then that's what I'm going to do. But if not, then I'll just, you know, buy more strawberry starts the following year. But look, my flowers are still blooming. Look at all these blooms. So I feel like this is going to create flowers for a while, because I believe marigolds actually do enjoy cool weather. And I wanted to show you guys the green beans that I planted. I want you guys to see the beans that's on the plant. So we're just going to go ahead and harvest these little green beans. You don't really need scissors to harvest green beans. You can just use your finger. And just take them off. So, one of our green beans. You know what? I might use these scissors because I feel like I'm pulling on the plant too much. You don't want to pull on your plant too much. And you also want to make sure you don't cut your plant. So this one I'm going to get off like that. And there's one right here. Not that many, but I'm trying to force it for to grow. So I have a little handful of green beans. The first ones, usually your plants will kick out a few. And then once they go back and start growing some more, you'll get a lot more. But that's just the first bit that came off the plant. So I'm going to force it to do more growing. So here goes the homestead. And believe it or not, I'm sorry guys about my finger. Believe it or not, if you look, it's actually has all this new growth. Because I don't know if you guys remember in the other video, it looked like it was dying. All this new growth, flowers, one tomato. I already harvested one, so it did have tomatoes on there. Then we come over here and we look at our kale. Look how good that's doing. Other kale plant. Remember this plant that died, the spearmint? Look, it all regrew. Mint grows really, really well. The lavender looked like it was dying, but look, it's coming back. It's just growing really weird. Okay, look at that beefsteak. It's just monstrous. It really is. And let's go over here and check on our sugar snap peas, guys. Look, we have some peas, yes. And what peas grow really fast, so I might throw some more peas in, but I'm just gonna take these. I really shouldn't have took anything because it doesn't have that many. Once again, my finger, people. I'm sorry. I need to start paying more attention. And then look at the beef. I mean, these aren't beefsteaks. The patio hybrid. It's still filled with tomatoes. It's growing tomatoes. It's good. I'm just gonna reach in and get this one. It's really, really, what do you call, injured. It cracked. Let me see. And over here to this grow box. And as you guys can see, I have a squash ready. It rotted away though, look. It sat and it rotted. And that's the only winter squash that I got. That sucks. So I'll just toss that in the trash at the end of this video. But if you guys look, all of the radishes that I had, but if you look closely, it looks like the birds or something started eating the tops of my radishes. So what I'm probably going to do is come out here and put something over top of it so the birds can't get to it. Here goes the kohlrabi. And look at what, here goes one of those beetles that you don't want. So I'm going to take him off the plant. And I need to come and really spray. I have neem oil now, so. But look how nice that kohlrabi is growing. And my flowers are still blooming. Oh, the pepper went bad. Oh, this is what a lot of rain will do, guys. A lot of rain will destroy your fruit. I have a banana pepper, just one. So I'm going to cut that off. And I'm probably going to be making a homemade spice rub or a hot sauce blend if I have enough peppers. But you see, we have this one jalapeno. That's good. This one, like I said, is bad. So I got to come back and throw that out. Oh, more tomatoes, guys. On this side, I didn't know that there were more. So, some tomatoes. And for the pepper plants, I'm going to try to overwinter those, pull them out, and put them in the basement. This lavender is like done, okay? Done. I'm going to have to come and drain this because it rains so much. But here go the watermelons. Now, the sad thing is I've done a lot of research and I figured out that watermelons, when they get like this ashy color, the tendril right here dries up and turns brown, the closest tendril, it means that it's done. So I'm getting my little melon. And then this is another thing that is done too, is that it will be, let me see, a yellow spot, like a dark orangey yellow spot. So I got that. I want to make sure there's a bug on there. I don't want to take that in the house. Okay. Our one melon. And to be honest, all the tendrils are brown. So I'm just taking the melons out. There's no point in trying to save this. It has a little bit of yellow. But they're all ashy and all the tendrils have turned. So I'm just taking them out, the little 3 melons. And then I'm going to dig this whole thing out. Probably dump hot water in it to kill any eggs of any insect that may be in there. And we'll be good to go. So, make my way around to the peppers on the other side. Because this is like full harvest. I want to get everything out the garden today because the new plants have to go in. And here go the new plants, guys. These are the kales and the kohlrabis, and you know that they're ready to be transplanted once they start to develop their new leaves. These are called the true leaves. So your plants will develop 2 leaves, and then you'll start to see it developing another set of leaves in the middle. That's the true leaves. So these are all of my plants that will be in the fall. My fall plants that will be growing throughout the fall. Didn't make it, like seriously. Here goes the other cabbage that I had. So I'm just gonna see, this is what happens when you're a camera person too. I'm just gonna snap this. Here, the cabbage off. I took that head. So we have like 3 little baby heads. I'm gonna clean them up. Then what else do I have to do? And then I have to harvest all of these peppers, guys, because it's like late. It's really late. So let me get the harvesting. And the thing is, these peppers are easy to come off because I don't know if a lot of people know, but when peppers are green, they're not necessarily ripe. You see them green a lot of the times in the market because they buy them. And you know, they get them early so we can get them on our table and they don't go bad. But red is really a good indication of ripeness. So, and I love that we're going to have some color in whatever I make. So we get some green. Then not more. So we're going to have a lot. Then we have our cayennes. It's green, but I'm just going to take it. Our cayenne peppers, they're even hotter than our other peppers. Okay. And I want to show you guys this. Remember I said in previous videos, this is growing and nothing's there. Look, it started to grow a bell pepper. So I know that this is a bell pepper plant. But the thing is, this bell pepper is so tiny that I don't even know if I should leave it here or what. So I think I'm just going to leave the bell pepper there, guys. And then all the basil has went to seed. The lavender actually looks like it's grew back fully over here because this did die. So let's go get some herbs so we can make our spice mix. So right here we have the lemon thyme and we have rosemary. I'm going to get a couple large sprigs of rosemary. And then some large sprigs of lemon thyme. You always want to cut a plant from the outside in. You never want to cut from the center. And we're going to need a nice amount because we're going to dehydrate these. Some more rosemary. I love rosemary. It's like one of my favorite herbs. It's a very, very calming herb. It's one of my favorite herbs for like poultry and chicken. It's very, very good. Let me take another one. You never want to cut the whole plant. You only want to cut about 25% of a plant, 30%. You never want to cut like half the plant off. Okay. And that was the garden tour. So guys, make sure that you like, you share, and you subscribe. And as you can see, we have all of this lovely stuff. We have the 3 cabbages. We have these 3 little tomatoes. Banana pepper. We have all of these peppers. A few little green beans that came in. Lemon thyme. Rosemary. 3 watermelons. And we're going to go in the house and we're going to prep this. And I cannot wait to cut these melons open. We could have something, we could not. So I'm very excited to see whether or not these melons actually have, you know, melon in them. Because I've seen horror YouTube videos with people literally cutting open their melon after they've been growing them for months, and then they're white in the inside, which means they weren't ready. But based on that, the whole entire vine was dead. I'm almost pretty sure this is as big as they were going to get. I'm counting on this one to be good. I'm counting on this one probably to not have any pink or red in the inside. And this one is kind of like up in the air. But I really feel like this one should actually have melon inside. It's just they're way smaller because it's already a small melon. But I feel like that it didn't grow as big because of the container that I had it in. And I had 2 watermelon plants in 1 container, which I would never do again. But yeah, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and I will be back with another video.